Jai Hind, and today's update is on what's happening in Syria, a nation at war for over a decade, a dictator dethroned, and a new leader stepping into the chaos. But can Syria's new leadership truly unite a fractured land, or is this just the beginning of another power struggle? In this video, we'll unravel the new Middle East. Do subscribe us for deeper insights into global geopolitics. Now, ever since December's ousting of Syria's longtime dictator Bashar al-Assad, we have openly pondered how long the triumph rebel leader replacing Assad at the top. It might be able to hold an unwieldy place like Syria together. Was his 2016 road to Damascus conversions to cut his Al Qaeda ties legate, or is he now just giving that same ideology a new technocratic suit? Could he and his band of perhaps 30,000 armed followers realistically impose orders on a widely diverse country of 24 million people? And stemming from first two questions above, will Syria's minorities, including Druze, Christians, and Kurds, they have a future in al-Shara's Syria? Well, after all this weekend, those questions are now looking a little hypothetical. What's happened? This whole space is awash with agendas and the fog of war. But here is the clearest picture that we are going to present you. First, after persistent rumbles of pro-Assad's figure refusing to lay down their arms, Assad's loyalties suddenly mounted ambushes Thursday against al-Shara's forces across Syria's coastal strongholds of the Alawites. Now, violence then erupted across the coastal cities of Jabal and Banyas, and then pro-al-Sharaa Sunni majority groups committed massacres. They variously described as either revenge for Thursday's attacks, B. Assad's decades of crimes, or C. just belonging to the wrong tribe. Now, these foreign jihadis who have supported al-Sharaa without necessarily answering to him also committed atrocities against Alawites and others they described on camera as and or traitors. And then there are also reports the resurgent Assad's loyalties themselves, including notorious war criminals, even killed fellow Alawites in villages that then refused to help. Second, as of folks count their dead, hundreds at least, the blame game is now playing out. The fact some of the pro-Assad's ambushes took place near a Russian-controlled airbase has fueled claims of support from Russia, Iran, or Hezbollah. Others are blaming an inevitable power vacuum caused by al-Sharaa disbanding too many of Assad's security forces after seizing power, and still others see this all as evidence that the factions propping up al-Sharaas are finally revealing their true jihadi colors. And third, there is now also some major told you so vibes playing out. Israel has cited the weekend's massacres as evidence that jihadists in suits are still jihadists, a reference to al-Sharaa ditching his fatigues since seizing power. Now, the US has likewise condemned jihadis for the weekend's killing spree, and specifically supporters of Trump and his new spy master Tulsi Gabbard have also highlighted their respective years of skepticism towards all rebel groups in Syria. Now, meanwhile, there's been relative silence from Turkey, which is not surprising when you realize they have been a top external backer of a guy. Now, whose supporters are now facing serious allegations of mass atrocities against Syria's minority. As for al-Sharaa himself, he's released a video skirting around the allegations against his supporters, but also reiterating his commitment to national unity and pledging to hold the perpetrators to account. We have to preserve national unity and domestic peace. We can live together, I quote. So now, what is going to be our take in this? This whole ugly episode exposes just a few of the many tensions at the heart of fledgling post-Assad's Syria. Here are three. Al-Sharaa's movement, he is promising a friendlier technocratic form of Islamist rule, but seemingly relying on jihadis to help deliver it. Second, transitional justice, he is promising security and stability, but also accountability for past crimes to aim that have sometimes worked at cross purposes historically. And third, democracy. Assad's Alawites made enemies ruling the country for decades, but they are now 10% of Syria's Sunni majority population, a combustible situation potentially requiring either a strong state or a strong democratic tradition, which is neither present right now or to avert a disaster. It's also interesting to note while Syria's violence played out over the weekend, neighboring Jordan hosted a regional conference seeking solutions around Syria's security, reconstruction, and refugees. Now, the resulting joint statement is light on detail. The US and the European Union and others variously cited the protection of minorities as a condition for the removal of Assad's era sanctions. That's all from our side in this video. Hope you find this video informative. Let us know about your thoughts, the changing dynamics of Middle East in our comment section. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.